Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a breaking news report coming out from Germany to share with all of you, and we're going to talk more about their Navy. As a new report today, Germany investigating another suspected sabotage attack on Navy. A possible security relevant incident has been identified at the naval arsenal in the northwestern port city of Wilhelmshaven, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. A spokesman for the Operational Command Center in Berlin reported just yesterday, actually. So, yeah, this report came out on the 21st just yesterday, but it's being widely reported today. So, apparently, another case of suspected sabotage here on the German Navy. So, we just reported about a week and a half ago the brand new German Corvette Emden. Okay, we talked about that. That apparently, while it was about to be tested out by the German Navy, they reportedly found some metal shavings, about a kilogram's worth of metal shavings inside of the engine just prior to firing it up. Thankfully, they were able to locate that before testing out the ship, as this is a brand new ship that the German Navy doesn't even have in their possession yet. So we had a report about that just about a week and a half ago. Also, apparently, just a couple days ago, another report came out that I actually missed that we're going to go over briefly on an article for you guys. But yeah, we're going to talk more about this frigate now. This is the frigate called Hessen. Okay, and it was stationed in Wilhelmshaven just recently, and there's concerns of contamination of the drinking water system. Okay, so it looks like somebody may have contaminated the drinking water aboard this vessel. So we're going to talk about this today and all these other attacks that we've been discussing recently, along with that new one that was reported just a few days ago. Okay, so it looks like a total of three suspected sabotage attacks on Germany's Navy. So we're going to jump on over here to a German news outlet called Tagesschau, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this was translated from German to English, so I apologize if it's not perfect, but I went ahead and had Google translate it for me. All right, it says new suspected case of sabotage in the Navy. This just coming out to yesterday, February 21st, 2025. German Army and police are investigating another possible case of sabotage, this time on the frigate Hessen and Wilhelmshaven. This was the result of research by WDR, NDR, and SZ. According to them, it concerns the contamination of the drinking water system. The Hessen is a powerful ship, 143 meters long, 17.4 meters wide. The frigate from the Sachsen or Sachsen, not sure how to pronounce that, class is primarily designed to combat attacks from the air. With its radar, it can monitor the airspace over the entire North Sea, has an engine output of 50,000 horsepower. Okay, so you can see how important this ship is to the German Navy. Last year, the Hessen helped protect the sea routes along the Yemeni coast in the Red Sea from attacks by the Houthi militias. The crew was awarded the combat medal for this. Back at its home port on the lower Saxony coast, the ship may now have become target of saboteurs. Okay, so yeah, even being involved with the Houthis shooting down a lot of the incoming drones and missiles to target commercial ships that were traversing through the Red Sea. We talked a lot about that last year. And here's the information. Drinking water was apparently supposed to be contaminated. According to research by WDR, NDR, and Süddeutsche Zeitung, if I'm pronouncing that right, hopefully I am, there was a suspected act of sabotage this week on the Hessen, which is currently moored at the naval base in Wilhelmshaven. According to the information, there is suspicion that an attempt may have been made to contaminate the frigate's drinking water system with dozens of liters of used oil. Can you believe that? Only the vigilant naval personnel were able to prevent something worse from happening. So yeah, apparently used oil being dumped into the drinking water system, okay? So a spokesman for the Ministry of Defense confirmed that a possible security-related incident in the Wilhelmshaven Naval Arsenal was identified on Thursday. The frigate Hessen is currently there for scheduled repairs, the spokesman continued. The circumstances of the incident are currently being investigated by the responsible military and civilian investigative authorities. He did not want to comment on the status of the investigation or further details. Okay, so something that I want to note here regarding this is something that we've seen is a lot of these ships that apparently come out as sabotaged or suspected sabotage. Many times they're undergoing scheduled repairs. Okay, so something that I want to note there. This happens a lot when they're being repaired. Okay, just like the Emden, the Corvette Emden that is not even completed yet. I think the German Navy should be picking that ship up here very soon. But it's a brand new ship that's been worked on, and was undergoing some work on the ship. Apparently, some people were working on it, and that's when it supposedly had been sabotaged as well with the metal shavings in the engine. Okay, so we're gonna move down here now, and it says, "Please confirm investigation." The police in Wilhelmshaven also confirmed that investigation was underway. We are investigating the German armed forces in connection with an incident involving a naval vessel. According to the information, the Federal Office for Military Counterintelligence, BAMAD or BAMAD, is also involved in the investigation. So far, little is known about the incident. According to research, a private company from Lower Saxony, was commissioned to fill the drinking water system. When asked, the company said it did not wish to comment. Insiders ruled out unintentional incorrect filling of the drinking water tanks. The damage caused is said to be limited because naval personnel were alerted, to the contamination early on. This apparently prevented extensive contamination. Cleaning of the ship systems would have taken a very long time. Yeah, especially if it was used oil, okay? And how do you accidentally pour used oil into any part of the ship? I mean, used oil, it should be disposed of, right? At least you'd think so. So it looks like this could potentially be something intentional that was done here. And again, this is the third time we have heard about this. So I'm going to cite this down below. You guys can read more about this because there is some other information here. It talks about the Hessen being deployed into the Red Sea. And then it talks a little bit about this Emden, the Corvette Emden that we discussed, about metal shavings being found inside of the engine. We talked about that a week and a half ago. And also, I want to show you guys this real quick, too, because this was a new report, apparently, that came out from Spiegel, which is a newspaper out of Germany also. It says, security authorities warning of sabotage. A few days ago, the Spiegel newspaper reported on another suspected case of sabotage involving a Navy mine hunter. During a stop at a Rostock shipyard, unknown perpetrators are said to have severed several cable harnesses inside the ship during maintenance work. Once again, okay, you see what I mean? Rostock Public Prosecutor's Office is investigating. Since the beginning of the Russian war of aggression against Ukraine, German security authorities have been warning of the increasing danger of espionage and sabotage. In Germany, for example, the number of sightings of unknown drones over military facilities such as U.S. military base in Ramstein or critical infrastructure sites such as industrial parks has increased. Most recently, missiles over the, I'm going to struggle to pronounce this, but I think it's Schwessing Air Base in near Husum, that's kind of hard to say, in Schleswig-Holstein caused a stir. Ukrainian soldiers are also trained on weapon systems there. I think this might be where they train Ukrainian soldiers to use Patriot systems. Okay, we talked about that not too long ago also. So yeah, just especially in Germany, so many reports of suspected sabotage at lots of military bases, and just military bases going on high alert many times in Germany as well. Even in the UK, there's been drones being spotted over the skies, over air bases in the UK also. Just lots of what could potentially be either espionage or suspected sabotage. And just once again, another report on another German naval vessel reportedly being sabotaged again. Okay, so lots of crazy news coming out from Germany recently. And once again, another major report of sabotage to share with you guys. So it looks like 3 total events just over the last month or so that has been coming out from Germany. So let me know what you guys think about all this down below. Do you think this is Russia's doing something here, or maybe another adversary like China? Or do you think this is maybe just some saboteurs within the country that are trying to just sabotage the German Navy for no reason? Or what do you think is happening here? It could be a lot of possibilities of what's going on, and hopefully the German authorities can get down to the bottom of it and find out what is really happening. But that's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.